Hello. Welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm here 365 days of the year. I'm always here, and some of you are always here too, which is great. So today, like every day, I'm going to take your 12 political questions. I've taken them out of the chat. So if you'd like a political question answered, just put it in the chat before I come on. And then I just read on the collective energy, and we kind of see what's out there. This is a spiritual practice. It's not 100% accurate, but it's interesting the insights we can get. It's also a nice way to go over the news without all of the gloom and the doom. And anybody who's new around here, hello. That's why you get that's the overlays and the nails and the things and the interesting stuff. And sometimes it's fancy, and sometimes it's just grungy, fun, whatever the theme is for the day. And because we're just trying to keep the energy up. It's like, there's more to life than these jerks in the news. So anyway, and today, these are the nails for today, which are kind of fun. They've got just a tiny, it's hard to see, but they've got just a tiny bit of gold on them. So these are fun. All right. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. And we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. We have a great community because of you. Thank you. If you're watching this on replay, hello, you go down in the description box. All the questions are there, and I timestamp them as I go. So you can search. You can just go to the main page of the channel at any point. If you're interested in something, you can just type something into the search bar for the page, because everything's timestamped. It'll bring up those specific things. Almost every one of the live streams for years now has been timestamped. I think that's it. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Michelle, my belle. It's been a minute. I thought I saw, because Kevin's taken over Ricky's job today, because today's Ricky's birthday. Happy birthday, Ricky. Kevin has taken over today, right here on our show. We welcome back the popular, multifaceted star of stage and screen, Boo Boo Zen Kitty, along with Carmen Basilio and Waltzing Mice. Waltzing Mice. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boo Boo is asleep on the bed currently. So, all right, let me jump into the first things, because I'm actually starting out by sharing a couple of things at 3:30. You see, oh no, that's 3:30, and it's not a reading. Although we could make it one. Oh, Eric, stupid, squared. All right, you ready for this? Oh wait, is that a pen? What is? Yes, it's a pen. Your brain, you are going to lose brain cells listening to this. Okay, I've got two things to share with you. You're going to question your life choices. You're going to question everything, because your brain's going to melt. So, Eric Trump, forgettable Trump, as I call him, was on with Eric, I think his name is Bollinger, who is some right-wing blankety blank. And there were two moments during this interview where I was a little afraid I was going to just die. Okay. Liz Cheney had referenced Abraham Lincoln in one of her speeches, and they played it. I mean, it was something very innocuous. about standing up for the country or, whatever he had said. And so they were trying to say that she was comparing herself to Abraham Lincoln. I just watched that. You just played the thing. Okay. Eric Trump said, Liz Cheney is no Abraham Lincoln. Do you know the difference between Liz Cheney and Abraham Lincoln? Abraham Lincoln was actually liked by the American people. Do you mean the half of the country on the other side of the Civil War, or just specifically the person who shot him? I can't. Anyway. And so that's Eric Trump. Now, Eric Bollinger, whatever the heck his name is, he played a clip about Pence saying that he would speak in front of the January 6th committee if invited. It's like, you could volunteer, you big jerk, but okay. That's what I'm thinking. But Eric Bollinger, in trying to lead up to a question to Eric Trump, said, you're talking about Mike Pence. Your father chose him to be VP, vice president. And I don't know if Pence would have a political career right now if he hadn't. Is there some backstabbing going on here? And I'm like, almost. Or a hanging, whatever. Is there some backstabbing going on here? Okay. Oh, we're also going to be reading on later an article, I think it's Vanity Fair. Republicans appear to realize all their candidates are dangerous weirdos. We'll be reading on that later. So anyway, seriously, you listen to these people long enough and it's just, and Eric Trump's the one they're sending out there. So they're not sending Junior. As Trump himself isn't out there in person. But there's Eric keeps showing up on camera. And he keeps being asked questions by people as dumb as he is. So, okay. Kathy Delisle says, Stephanie Miller would say big bag of rats. Yeah. So anyway, so first reading is actually at 9:30 here. And again, thank you guys for being here. Trump is having a meltdown on truth. I don't call it truth. It's not the truth. Trump is having a meltdown on truth, which has led people to believe he may have gotten his target letter. There was a headline. Where was that thing? Okay, there's that. Oh, here. This was a tweet by George Conway. Okay, the original truth was by Donald Trump. So let me get this straight. So let me get this straight. This tiny hands, little tiny ethics. So let me get this straight. In the great state of Georgia, if you want to challenge or protest election results in any way, shape, or form, despite the fact that in Atlanta, murders and crimes are at their highest in the nation, with many people dying each month at numbers never seen before, they will charge you and put you in jail. But if you kill people, you will quickly be set free to murder again. Isn't there something slightly wrong with this scenario? A perfect phone call. George Conway replied, sounds like someone got his target letter. Because it came out in the news, who was it, Roger Stone? No, Giuliani? I think it was Giuliani got a target letter. There's a possibility. So did Trump. So Sarah was kind of, she sent me that, and then she sent me all this information on what is a target letter. And I mean, she you know, she's so awesome. She just kept going. It just kept going and going. And I liked this question. What should I do if I receive a target letter? And I'm thinking, put it on the pile with all the other Trump target letters? Okay, so the first question, Trump's having a meltdown on trust, which has led people to believe he may have gotten his target letter. A letter saying you are definitely a target of a criminal investigation from the state of Georgia. Will an indictment be forthcoming? Well, first of all, did he? Trumpy. Holly and France says, have you seen 45 lately? He looks worse than ever. This stress is really getting to him. His skin looks terrible. His skin looks absolutely I've seen old leather that looks better than his skin. Four of Cups. Refusal. As in, you need to come talk to us. You need to, or here's your target letter. And all right, did he receive one? Sitting pretty. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups, Knight of Swords. That's aggressive law enforcement. To him, they're all Democrats. They're all out to get him. He's done nothing wrong. He's blah, 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 blah. That would say yes. Lisa Graham says, how many Trump meltdowns is that? 11,670? Maybe you can get up to 11,780? Like as many votes as he lost by in Georgia? There are a number of if it isn't him, it's people around him. Oh yeah, and him. Yeah, I'm getting it's him. It's him and some of his alleged co-conspirators. So let's see here. Are you going to be is an indictment for Donald Trump forthcoming? I like Randy Rainbow calling him Donald Jessica Trump. That was good. Indictment. You know, now that the FBI has searched Mar-a-Lago, it's kind of burst that whole bubble of former presidents are never, you don't touch them, you don't, nothing, it's unprecedented. It's kind of burst that bubble. Kevin says, Trump has hired a fancy Atlanta area criminal lawyer. Yes, there is trouble a brewing. Nine of Pentacles. he still thinks he's sitting pretty. Aggressive law enforcement again. That could be his lawyers fighting back. So we've got two knights there fighting. Then there's a legal decision. There's a thief card. And there's rancor. So I think they're waiting for the grand jury. The grand jury decides thief and rancor. All this, it's hanging over here, but it's not in the immediate future. I mean, this is, how do I put this? These cards, in theory, shouldn't they be over here? There's been theft and rancor, then there's a decision, and then they go at it, but it's reversed. It's not just going to be him, but we're definitely waiting for the grand jury. Oh, Donald. Indicted in Georgia for election interference, etc., etc. Oh, down in Georgia. Oh, Georgia has a card. Knight of Cups, strength, and it came up like that. Knight of Cups reversed, the strength card, and the Five of Cups. They're going to try to knock things down, but of course, when he is indicted, of course, Trump's going to immediately start saying, appealing or going to, not even appealing, just going to different courts and saying, this has to be dropped. I was the president. I was the president. Big and strong, with great big hands. I was the president. You have to stop this, or I'll scream and scream and scream until I'm sick. Stamp, 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 foot. Knight of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Burden. Do not underestimate these quote-unquote Democrats. Yeah. Oh, that's DOJ too. This is, we're asking about Georgia, but that's DOJ. Yeah, there's so much. There's so much. It's to the point where, who was it last night on MSNBC? Who was saying, I think it was Joyce Vance, who said everywhere Donald Trump goes, he turns it into a crime scene. Yes. And it's almost to the point where if he was just indicted and convicted of like 1/10 of what he's accused of, here, and here, and there, and there, he'd spend the rest of his life in prison. Joyce Vance, I agree with you. Yeah, Kelly, this is far and wide and deep. All right, you're going to have to hang on just 1 second because something about my lipstick's bugging me. Just a second. Sorry. Vanity, thy name is Autumn. But all right. All right. Moving on. So, Lindsey Graham, 20 minutes in. Lindsey Graham lost his bid to delay testifying in the Georgia Trump probe. Really? We read about this yesterday. He's scheduled to testify August 23rd. Today's the 20th, so this is like Tuesday. According to the subpoena. Will he show? Will he offer up anything useful if he does? Well, that might be stretching it. Will he show? I think it's the first part of this question. Thank you, Sampras. Thank you. I put a lot of effort into this stuff. Thank you. All right. By the way, is the little tiny Trump voice, is that annoying to you? I don't want to annoy you, but he's just such a child. He's such a toddler. Anyway, Lindsey Graham, are you going to show up on Tuesday in Georgia? Oh, okay, more cards. Oh, he's been trying to knock it down. Three of Swords. Sun. Oh, good. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, Holly and France, will he show up in a wheelchair? Like a lot of these guys get, suddenly they're just horribly ill. Mm-hmm. 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Star. Yep, he's going to show up. That's a legal decision, and this is like a star witness. Heartache. Things being revealed. There's so much. So many people did so much in Georgia to try to. There was Lindsey, there was Trump, there was Giuliani, and it feels like there were maybe some others who were doing what they could to overturn the Georgia election. So it looks like he's going to show up. Yeah, Julia Worcester saying a golf cart. He's going to show up in a golf cart, not a wheelchair. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, Anne. Okay, good. He's going to show up in a golf cart. That's awesome. Oh, okay. So what are you going to say anything useful? This isn't like New York, where if you whatever you say in front of the grand jury, somehow you get immunity for. This is not that. So are you gonna, I was just doing my job. Mm-hmm. So are you basically gonna go in there and blather on and embarrass yourself? Possibly incriminate yourself? Oh yeah. Knight of Wands. Trump is the King of Wands. He was fighting for the king. 5, the insult to injury card. King of Cups, Knight of Cups, 2 of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. Well, he's deeply offended. He has to actually show up. But these are his communications. This is the communication he had. And he's going to say that he was just working. Okay. So, are they going to buy it? Is the grand jury going to go, oh, okay. I must have missed Sherlock Holmes' comment because everybody's replying to it, and I don't know if I didn't see it. Apparently it was very good. Okay, so is the grand jury going to go, oh, okay, Lindsey, we understand. That's why you were asking for them to throw out all the check the signatures and any of the ones that weren't exactly right. Just toss those out. Yeah. You're just doing your job in another state. Not your state. But who knows? All right, are they going to buy it? Right, grand jury, you're going to be like, oh, sure. Oh, the energy is a no. No. Lies, garbage, fluff, death card, 9 of cups, page of pentacles. The grand jury has had enough of this. This grand jury has just, they have heard enough. This is ridiculous. Go sit down. Go sit down. This is a page. Go sit down. They've seen the evidence. They've talked to multiple people. This is a death card. This is a don't try to snow us. Sherlock Holmes, we're trying to come up with the ingredients for a mango meltdown drink. Well, I don't drink alcohol, but it sounds interesting. Okay. Kristen Davis says, why is Graham not a target? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Sempress, the mango meltdown drink. Excuse me. Mango, orange juice, pineapple, banana, and frozen yogurt or ice cream blend until smooth. Oh, so it's like a tropical fruit milkshake. Yum. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, we're definitely getting to go sit down, Lindsay. Is this going to lead to 2730? Is his testimony and other evidence going to lead to Lindsay being, I don't want targeted, I want indicted. Both indicted. Lindsay. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, High Priestess. Well, this is advantage on the left. Higher wisdom or secrets. Tell me more about this. Lindsey Graham. Senator Lindsey Graham was indicted in the state of Georgia. Is that going to happen? A fool. He thought he could do anything. Then again, they all did. 6 of Pentacles. There's a prosecutor. He's sitting pretty. I don't know how much trouble he would get in for this, but it feels like there's something here. There's some kind of legal blowback on Lindsay, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know that it's going to, put him in prison. It should. That feels like the grand jury thinks he's lying. There was so much going on in that day. We need to protect our democracy. He doesn't have any defense. Lindsey's in trouble. The energy hasn't completely gelled yet, but he's definitely got he's in some trouble there. So, okay. So we've done that. The smoothie is evolving. Sandy's suggesting for a vegan smoothie, put coconut milk in ice trays, cubes, and use cubes as you need them. There's an idea. I'm not a big coconut person myself. I was allergic to it growing up, and I still I can have it, but not much. So oat milk, almond milk, that's more my jam. Anyway. Hello, Aspie Third Eye. It's been a minute. Ignoring a subpoena equals spend time in prison. I think he's going to show up. That's what it was saying. Okay. At 31 and a bit, Tuxedo Cat says Lindsey should wear pearls, maybe a choker. Yeah. Why not? There's nothing wrong with men dressing in traditionally women's clothing. Sure, if he wants to. 3130. Cindi Lou had a question. Lately, some Fox News people have been freaking out about the Dems and far left, that they'll try to put an end to Donald J. for Genius Trump. What? You know how they accuse others of what they go ahead and do. Are they planning something? What? Seriously? Are there in Fox News, seriously, are they talking about they think Dems and the far left are actually trying to 6 feet under Donald Trump? No. Let's just have a general rule, maybe even a law. No murder. No murder would be good. Oh, Alexandra. Thank you. Jen Glenn, yep, they actually do. Far right victory. I don't like this energy. I don't like it. Thank you, Alexandra. All right. Magician, 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups. It's rhetoric. It's horrible rhetoric, and they need to stop. But it's just rhetoric. As the horrible things being said are ramping up, people's prominent people, their security is ramping up too, which is just sad. I agree, Dave. We've got a great community here. All right, at 34 and a bit, Tuxedo Cat and Anna were asking a similar question. Has the CIA considered Trump to be a mole for Russia? See what I can get. Useful idiot, certainly. A mole for Russia. Terrified that he's a mole for Russia. 3 of Swords, the amount of damage he could do, the evidence that's been building up, Do not underestimate. I'm getting absolute freak out in parts of the CIA. And it's not necessarily Russia. It's just Trump selling secrets, selling stuff. Yes. The answer to that is yes. But not just him. And it's for his own, it's just his own benefit. It's not ideological, of course. The emperor, he had such access to such secrets that could really, really hurt. And they are terrified if he gets back in. Matter of fact, there's some quiet talk about what do we do if he gets back in? How do we compartmentalize information? Marie Wells, say pretty cards today. Thank you. It's the Golden Art Nouveau deck. Links in the description. It's really good for me right now because my hand's still recovering. So it's a little bit smaller than the normal deck and a little thinner, so it's easier to, just a tiny bit easier to shuffle. But anyway. Oh boy. Whew, the energy on that was terrible. Do not mess with these. Seriously, there are some people in the CIA. Yeah, you don't want to mess with them. Don't make them angry. You wouldn't like them when they're angry. Alrighty. 37. Sandy Miller had a question. How is the climate for Republican voters? Are more quietly turning on Trump now that truth is seeping into their minds? And there will be more. This is the climate for Republican voters. Thank you, Rob. Oh, Republicans. What were you thinking? What are you thinking now? The Democrats it's political to them. What the good that the progress that Democrats are making in various places, New York State, Georgia, Washington, D.C., which has its own grand jury, not to mention the FBI Mar-a-Lago thing, plus. They think it's political. Corruption, evidence, but their minds can be changed. Because I know one of the questions today is about McConnell. Oh, here we go. Number 8 today is going to be Republicans appear to be realizing all their candidates are dangerous weirdos. Yeah, there's some self-awareness there, but we'll look at that in a minute. But a lot of them can also see that there have been laws broken. They really don't want to see another January 6th. So yes, that was Incredible Hulk, Nikki. Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Bill Bixby. Was it Bixby? Who was the main actor in The Courtship of Eddie's Father? I liked that show when I was growing up. Marie Wells, what a summary. Dangerous Weirdos. Yeah. Rasslin Reed says the Queen of Wands keeps popping up everywhere for me. What does the Queen of Wands signify for you, Rasslin Reed? For me, it's a group. It's often the group of the far right and Bill Bixby. Thank you, Kay. Yep, Holly and friends. Julia, Roxana, Rob D, Bill Bixby. Thank you. What was I going to say? Oh, the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Yeah, seriously, we've got some serious cuckoo clocks out there who are likely to get into office, and it's just like, wow. What was it? Was it that Sarah sent me? Hang on. It was a very, very short, like 10-second clip of, oh, what's her name? Crazy lady. Who is taking over for, oh, sorry, she just defeated Liz Cheney. Is this it? Doesn't look it. No, that's not it.
Ever elected to public office.
Nope, that's not it. Okay, there's one though where she's talking. Yes, Harriet got in. Marie Wells, exactly. She's sitting there and she's saying that Joe Biden is running the largest trafficking operation in the world. No, he's not. No, he's not. Cuckoo. Ding, cuckoo, ding, cuckoo. 42. We'll talk about willful idiots. Glen Byrd. How many more of Trump's lawyers, past and present, will testify against him because they realized they were aware of 45's criminal or traitorous activities? Maybe trying to save their law licenses? Doesn't usually happen, though. Oh, boy. Judgment, sleepless nights, trying to make a living. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting that much here. And I'm getting a lot of excuses. Oh, I didn't know it was that bad. Oh, I didn't know everything. Their law offices, if you can call it that, are not doing well. People don't want to work for them, work with them, hire them. It's just hurting them professionally is what I'm getting there. I mean, maybe somebody will step up, but on the whole, I don't think so. There's not going to be much. I don't think. That's not what those cards are saying. The energy's just kind of Oh, okay. All right. So Eileen had a question at 44 minutes in. Marco Rubio. Oh, no. So Marco Rubio told survivors of the Pulse shooting. Okay, now that's as far as I've read. I mean, I don't know what the rest of the sentence says, to be honest. This does not bode well. The two main things that have two main things in this sentence so far do not go well together. But anyway, okay. Marco Rubio told survivors of the Pulse shooting that he feels marriage should be between a man and a woman only, and that marriage really is not important, really. If it's not important, then shut your pie hole. And actually, with your general bigotry, shut your pie hole. Yeah, how about that? Will the LGBTQ plus community vote him out? Please. And why was he talking to the survivors of the Pulse shooting about anything other than I am so sorry this happened to you. How can we make sure it never happens again? That's the point, Semprus. He's married. Marco Rubio told survivors, skip that marriage really is not important, really. I bet his wife would love to hear that. Then again, can you imagine? Oh, I'd hate to be married to any of these guys. Ugh. Ew, yuck. Yeah, Marco Rubio. Way to alienate. Way to alienate people. When your job is to win popularity contests. Well, your main job is. Marco Rubio. Oh, yuck. He's just, ugh. All right, why have I got 3 cards for the reading? That makes no sense. 3 cards for the reading. Oh, the shooting. This is the shooting, and this is Rubio's pathetic response. Five of Wands, High Priestess, King of Cups. Yeah, they're voting Democrats. Yeah, they're voting for Democrats. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. They're not voting for him. I don't know that you need me to tell you that, but they're not voting for him. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Val Demings, yes, please. Okay, now here, if nothing else, just for the title, at 4730. Vanity Fair's recent article points out a surprising amount of self-awareness from the GOP. Republicans appear to be realizing all their candidates are dangerous weirdos. Yeah. Will they actually do anything about it, or will the party continue to devolve? I think you can guess, but Teresa Ford, yeah, don't say. So, you're just going to keep embracing the crazies, huh? Feels like until they lose enough elections, yeah. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, star. Yeah, your stars up in the sky are really out there. Lullaby says GOP has created a monster. Well, they embraced a monster. So, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and Temperance. You've got Justice here, you've got Temperance there. It's only, things will only change when they've lost enough. When they realize there's no twisting the odds to win elections. They're just out in the electoral wasteland. That's only when Temperance will start winning out. Where there's enough grief and sleepless nights, and that's when they'll stop embracing it. But until then, I think things are healing because my hand itches, and so does my forearm. So yeah, I think things are healing nicely. Okay. Eileen had another question about Ohio. We're going on to U.S. News at 50:30. Let's see here. What have we got? 50:30. Ohio judge rules that Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens must pay a combined $650.6 million for damages related to the opioid crisis. Will this change the way pharmacies approach their part in medical care? Yeah, I'm not seeing CEO pay going down too soon, anytime soon. Pharmacies. Big pharmacies. Can do anything differently now? Besides passing that on to consumers? But yeah, the top brass will take great big pay cuts. Of course, I'm kidding. 7 of Wands on the defensive. Star. 3 of Wands. Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, Justice. Yeah, they're being watched. It's like a probation. It's sort of a probationary period. And these are the big wigs at the company. These are the people. Look, I understand that it's great to have corporations where there's stock, so you can raise money for your company and expand and all these kinds of things. However, this whole you must make profits above all else, you are beholden to the stockholders more than your employees, your customers, your anybody, that's got to stop. Seriously, that's got to stop. No. If you increase your profits, great. Do that. But this whole throw everyone else to the wolves, it's got to stop. Oh, boy. Oh, Taylor B says exactly what I was thinking. Oh, good. All right, 53:45. Thread of hope. Question here. 53:45. Boston Children's Hospital is dealing with threats from the right wing over the treatment of trans youth. Will the hospital staff and patients be safe? So to protect children, you would try to shoot up a hospital? A children's hospital? To protect kids? Really? What is wrong with these people? I can't say, yeah, okay. Poor kids. They're hurt. Bless all of the children who are in hospitals. Divine Spirit, bless every child. Fill every child and their family with divine spirit. all over the world, for the good of them, for the good of all. And these jerks want to threaten them. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. This isn't an action card. This is a watching card. This is the staff and security. They're having some sleepless nights, and there are definitely some jerks out there who see this as part of their work in life. But this isn't an action card per se. This is them sending out their threats and seeing what happens, sending things out and seeing what comes back to them. Let's see here. Let's see. Mothers, children, fathers too. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Star, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. All right, I'm not getting catastrophe for what it's worth. I'm getting the Republicans trying. This is a big political thing to them. This is a star. Look how great we are. Embrace the bigotry. No, don't. Really don't. It is none of your business. Move along. Dangerous rhetoric. Exactly, Alexandra. Chariot. They'll keep kids safe. That's what that feels like. I hope I'm right. Whew. Whew. Man. All right. At 57:30. 57:30. 713 of the 1,586 school districts, so almost half of the school districts banning books, are in Texas. I don't know, Florida, better step up. Will teachers and parents finally say this is enough? Including certain editions of the Anne Frank diary, because Lord forbid these impressionable children learn that being a Nazi is bad. That's commentary from Sarah. Sarah's put that in. Commentary from Sarah. Including certain editions of the Anne Frank diary, because Lord forbid these impressionable children learning that being a Nazi is bad. Will teachers and parents finally say, enough. Enough with the banning of books. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. Fascist much? Looking at book burnings too. That's always a great look. While calling yourself a Democrat. Oh, the Republican plan. The grand old party with their grand old plan. Queen of Swords, Judgment Sun. Yeah, it's going to reach a point where there's lawsuits. Yeah, there's stuff here this is going to end. On the one, okay, so here's the thing. Right now, this is what's happening, but also this is what's going to happen in the future, but reverse. This is the legislators passing judgment to push this fascist white supremacy garbage. But in future, putting laws in place to use sound judgment so that children can learn. It feels like it has both meanings. Let me see what else I can get. Below the belt, book Nazi. No books for you. Two of Pentacles. This is just stupid. This weakens your own position. This weakens the future of your own people, your own part of your own clan, whatever. Spell that however you want. Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. I'm just getting, this is kind of garbage we're just gonna have to put up with for a while, and it depends on which state you're in. Like I've been saying, blue states are going to go sapphire blue because there are red states who are going to go ruby, ruby, ruby red. Kathy Delisle says, what will an uneducated population do to the GDP? Not good, nothing good. Nothing good. Okay. We have one international question, which is the last one here at 1:01:30. You haven't checked in with Ukraine in a while. And this question is from Glen Byrd. Ukrainians have been successful in taking out Russian supply depots. Yay. Will they be able to take out the big bridge in Crimea soon to cut off all of Putin's troops there? Do they want to? Hang in there, Anna. We are in this together. Have a great day, Dale Christine, and happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, Ukraine. They want to blow up this bridge? All right, how are the Ukrainians going to do against the Russians in Crimea? Ukrainians, I'm getting steely-eyed, absolutely committed. Do not mess with Ukrainians. I think we have established this. Nine of Cups. Ukrainians are well stocked with advanced weapons. Fairly advanced, well, more advanced than they had on their own. Oh, yeah. Messenger. So Page of Wands, Seven of Swords, High Priestess, Queen of Cups, Death. Ukrainians are going to win. The Putin's forces, they snuck in. Remember when they went into Crimea? They basically sent in a bunch of soldiers on foot without insignia. Oh, they're just all on holiday. But this is higher wisdom, also secrets. They'll be able to keep their secrets. And this is she's got something there. She's got well hidden, nicely hidden, like a weapon or something. And then I've got a big old death card. If you are Russian, I would leave. Leave Ukraine. Certainly, even if you don't think it's Ukraine, leave Crimea. I would highly recommend you go elsewhere to live out a life, because it's not going to go well. Yeah, free Wheel of Fortune. And in the Wheel of Fortune, these four symbols here, these are symbols of the four fixed signs of the zodiac. The Wheel of Fortune turns, and you don't budge it. It budges you. Ask not for whom the Wheel of Fortune is turning. It is turning for thee. Ukraine. disappointment that the Russians disappointed. They can't knock down enough, and Ukraine just keeps pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Yep. Yes, Slava Ukraini. Yes. I'm sure I just murdered that in accent, but my heart is in the right place. Whew. Well, that's going to do it for me for today. Wow, that was a lot. I feel like I feel like I just got back from a trip. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And thank you for the super chats. That was wonderful. Thank you. All right, so it is 1:17 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Book Art Media channel to do creative sprints. You're always welcome. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow to take your 12 political questions out of the chat. By the way, we're getting up near 14,000 subscribers. And I had promised that every time we hit another 1,000, we hit the big zeros, that I was going to give away a free personal reading, which is not something I normally do, but I want to thank. And so I'm thinking, well, that's only one thing. So I'm trying to think of some other things I could offer that, if people are signed up for the newsletter, that you could win this or this, from a couple of small things to a couple of bigger things to. I'm trying to think it through. But anyway. All right. So and this next Saturday, not tonight, next Saturday is the patron monthly live stream. So that'll be fun. All right, hang in there. We are in this together. You are not alone. And there are good days ahead. All right, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.